We are following breaking news out of Florida. A new report is now out revealing what may have caused the deadly condo building collapse in Surfside, Florida.
We're in Surfside, Florida again, where 12 people are now confirmed dead following last week's devastating building collapse.
Difficult day in Surfside. The mission there shifting from rescue to recovery after the biggest one-day increase in the condo collapse death toll.
You guys okay? Is there anybody with injuries?
Are you there? I'm receiving a 314 now. Referencing building collapse at 88 and Collins.
34. I'm arrival here. There's a lot of dust. I can barely see anything. Okay, well, right. No, hold on. Right now. Listen,
keep everybody in front of the fire truck, everybody behind this fire truck, everybody behind your police vehicles. That's the perimeter. Nobody in. I don't care who they are.
Is there anything we can do?
No, keep everybody out. That's all you can do.
You got it. People screaming, bro. People screaming.
Imagine you're asleep in your own bed. It's after 1 a.m. Outside, the streets are quiet. Inside your apartment building, hundreds of people are sleeping peacefully. And then, without warning, the floor beneath you disappears. Within seconds, an entire side of your building collapses into a mountain of concrete. There are no explosions, no earthquake, no hurricane, just silence, followed by screams.
People screaming, bro.
Oh my God! Yanni! The whole place is moving on.
No non-injuries right now.
Are you okay? Do you want fire to check you out?
Yeah,
Fire's right here.
look, I was security.
Okay.
Great.
Are people? What fell?
They gotta get out of there.
What collapsed?
I don't know.
Out. Let's go. Come on.
This is the horrifying true story of the Surfside condominium collapse, one of the deadliest building failures in modern American history. The building was called Champlain Towers South. Located in the quiet beach town of Surfside, Florida, just north of Miami Beach, it overlooked the Atlantic Ocean. Completed in 1981, it stood 12 stories tall and contained 136 condominium units. For decades, it looked like any other beachfront high-rise. Families vacationed there. Retirees enjoyed ocean views. Some residents had lived there for years and knew nearly everyone in the building. Nothing about it suggested that disaster was approaching. But beneath the surface, the building had been aging. Salt air, humidity, and decades of wear had slowly taken a toll on its reinforced concrete. 3 years before the collapse, an engineer inspected the building as part of Florida's required 40-year recertification process. His report raised serious concerns. He found extensive deterioration in the concrete slab beneath the pool deck. Water had been leaking into structural components for years. Reinforcing steel inside the concrete had rusted. As steel rusts, it expands. That expansion can crack surrounding concrete, making the structure weaker over time. The engineer also documented cracking and spalling concrete in parts of the parking garage and warned that repairs were needed. Residents had noticed problems too. Some reported water leaks, cracking, and standing water around the property. The condominium association debated the growing repair costs, which were expected to total millions of dollars. Plans were made for major restoration work, but those repairs had not begun before tragedy struck. It was June 24th, 2021. At approximately 1:22 in the morning, security cameras captured something chilling. A section of the pool deck appeared to fail first. Moments later, the northeast portion of the building suddenly gave way. Floor after floor crashed downward. Because each floor depended on the one below it for support, they collapsed in rapid succession. The entire failure unfolded in just seconds. A massive cloud of dust filled the air.
34. I'm arrival here. There's a lot of dust. I can barely see anything.
Residents who survived described waking to what sounded like thunder, an explosion, or an earthquake.
Albert, what was the sound like?
It was like a really loud clap of thunder. Justin was awake, so he heard multiple sounds. It was about 3 different distinct sounds, he said.
Some opened their bedroom doors only to find that hallways no longer existed. Others climbed over broken walls and shattered concrete to escape.
You're in your apartment right now?
Yes, but half the building's gone.
Okay, are you able to get out through the staircase?
No.
Some were trapped inside the rubble. Others never had the chance to react. Within minutes, firefighters, police officers, and paramedics rushed to the scene. What they found looked like something from a war zone. Thousands of tons of concrete and steel had collapsed into a mountain of debris. Rescue crews searched continuously. They crawled through narrow voids, used listening devices, search dogs, cranes, thermal cameras. Every sound brought hope that another survivor might still be alive. Family members gathered nearby, desperately waiting for updates. Some called loved ones whose phones continued ringing beneath the rubble. As the days passed, hope slowly gave way to heartbreak. Rescue efforts eventually became recovery efforts. In total, 98 people lost their lives. It became one of the deadliest structural failures in United States history. The collapse changed building safety across the country. It forced engineers, lawmakers, and condominium associations to reconsider how aging buildings are inspected and maintained. For the families who lost loved ones, though, no report or policy change can undo what happened that night. What began as an ordinary evening ended in one of the most devastating building disasters in modern American history. Nearly 100 people went to sleep, expecting to wake up the next morning. They never did. The story of Surfside is a reminder that some disasters don't arrive with warning sirens or dramatic weather. Sometimes they happen quietly until everything comes crashing down.
Dude, that side's gone.
I know. What the fuck?
Do you guys even know the layout of the building?
No.
What we got?
Half the building
Dude, the
collapsed.
fucking building came down.
Oh, fuck.
I don't even know how I made it out of there through the grace of God.
Okay, well, hold on. Right now, listen.
Wake up in a millisecond, just see what was happening, and just pick her up in those first few steps, just kind of stumbling with her until she finally kind of woke up, and then started running with me.